20 of the ugliest US tractors you've never heard of. These iconic pieces of machinery might not win any beauty contests, but they tell a story of gritty innovation, oddball designs, and American ingenuity in the agricultural world. Subscribe to Vintage Harvester and comment on which one you think deserves the ugliest title. Number 20. The Big Bud 747. Let's kick things off with a monster in the world of tractors, the Big Bud 747. Built in 1977 by Northern Manufacturing in Havre, Montana, it holds the title of the largest farm tractor ever created. This colossal beast weighs over 100,000 pounds and stretches a staggering 28 feet long. Originally designed for heavy-duty tasks, like deep ripping on California's cotton farms, the Big Bud 747 is powered by a massive Detroit diesel engine, capable of delivering over 760 horsepower. Despite its sheer size, the Big Bud is relatively simple to maintain. Its parts are essentially scaled-up versions of standard tractor components. But don't be fooled. Its size alone can leave anyone speechless. If you ever get the chance to stand next to this mammoth, it will absolutely make you question what big really means in the world of tractors. The Big Bud remains an enduring symbol of the agricultural might that powered the U.S. farming industry in the 20th century. Number 19. The Fordson Snow Motor. The Fordson Snow Motor is a true oddity in tractor history. In the early 20th century, Fordson tractors were ubiquitous, but when winter arrived, traditional wheels couldn't cope with deep snow. Enter the snow motor conversion, developed by Armstead Snow Motors. This quirky modification replaced the rear wheels with helical auger-like drums, while the front featured skis or smaller augers. The idea was ingenious. Tractors could glide across snow and ice with ease, providing enhanced winter mobility. On paper, the Fordson Snow Motor seemed like the perfect solution to winter farming challenges. However, the bulky, expensive system was far from ideal for year-round use. The heavy design limited its practicality, and only a few units were ever sold. As tracked vehicles became more common in agricultural machinery, the Fordson Snow Motor faded into history. Yet, it remains a fascinating relic of early experiments in winter mobility, highlighting the innovative spirit of the time and the quest for better solutions in harsh conditions. Number 18. The Caterpillar 60. The Caterpillar 60, released in 1925, stands as a testament to the power of continuous tracks in farming. Built from the merger of the Holt and Best tractor companies, the 60 was a heavy-duty machine capable of hauling through muddy fields and rugged terrain with ease. Powered by a 4-cylinder gas engine, the 60 produced around 60 horsepower and could pull large implements with unparalleled traction. Farmers in the 1920s quickly recognized its value in large-scale farming, especially in tough conditions. Despite its utilitarian look, the Caterpillar 60's design influenced not just agriculture, but also construction and military machinery. It's a defining piece of engineering that revolutionized the way tractors could operate in adverse conditions, making it a must-see for tractor enthusiasts today. Number 17. The Moline Unit. Tractor.
Here's something unique. This is a unitractor made by Minneapolis Moline. Mounted on this unitractor is a husker. It picks the corn and husks it. There was also a picker sheller.
Moline Unit Tractor was a groundbreaking design from Minneapolis Moline, intended to save farmers time and money by offering a modular system where one power unit could fit various attachments like a combine or corn picker. Released in the 1960s, this tractor was supposed to be the Swiss Army knife of farming equipment. However, the reality wasn't as rosy. While the idea of one machine doing it all sounded great, mastering the various attachments was complex. Plus, if the main power unit broke down, the whole farm operation could grind to a halt. Despite its flaws, the Moline unit tractor showcased the innovative spirit that defines the tractor industry, pushing boundaries in ways that no other equipment dared at the time. Number 16. The Holt 75. Before the name Caterpillar became synonymous with powerful machinery, there was the Holt 75. Introduced in 1913 by the Holt Manufacturing Company, this track-laying tractor revolutionized agriculture. It featured massive continuous tracks that allowed it to navigate muddy and uneven terrains where other tractors simply couldn't go. The Holt 75 was powerful, weighing over 20,000 pounds, and used its large size to pull heavy implements across fields. Though it required a bit more maintenance, such as constant lubrication and tension adjustments, the tractor became indispensable for farmers, logging companies, and even military applications during World War I. The Holt 75 laid the groundwork for what would eventually become Caterpillar, influencing the way we use track-based machines today. Number 15. The Allis-Chalmers model. The Allis-Chalmers Model G was one of the most unconventional tractors ever produced. Featuring a 4-cylinder engine mounted behind the driver, this unique design offered an unobstructed view of the field, making it ideal for precision tasks like vegetable farming. Its compact size and lighter weight compared to other tractors gave it a nimbleness that allowed for better maneuverability in smaller fields. The Model G was specifically designed for small acreage farmers, emphasizing finesse over raw power. Its narrow scope of applications, however, made it less appealing to larger-scale operations that needed versatile machines capable of handling a variety of tasks. As a result, the Model G didn't achieve widespread adoption, despite its innovative design. Nevertheless, for those looking for an unconventional tractor that pushed the boundaries of tractor design, the Allis-Chalmers Model G was a memorable experiment. It remains an interesting chapter in agricultural machinery history, showcasing creativity in tackling specialized farming needs. Number 14. The Happy Farmer. The Happy Farmer, built by the Lacrosse Tractor Company, was a quirky little machine with an unusual design. It featured mismatched wheels, smaller ones at the back and larger ones at the front, a distinct look. Powered by a 2-cylinder engine and equipped with a friction drive system, the Happy Farmer was designed as a simpler, more user-friendly alternative to the more complicated tractors of the time. Despite its innovative approach, the Happy Farmer had some operational challenges. The friction drive system, while easier to use, often led to slipping and wear, requiring frequent maintenance and attention from farmers. While not ideal for heavy-duty work, the Happy Farmer was well suited for smaller tasks and fields, where it could offer a practical, albeit quirky, solution. Though its popularity never reached the heights of more conventional tractors, the Happy Farmer remains a charming example of early attempts to simplify tractor design. For those looking for something different, it was an interesting option in the world of farm machinery. Number 13. The Bull Tractor. The Bull Tractor, produced by the Bull Tractor Company in Minneapolis, was an oddball in tractor design, with its single front wheel set slightly off-center. This quirky feature was meant to mimic the track of a horse, giving the tractor an improved turning radius. The design aimed to make it more maneuverable, especially on smaller farms where tight spaces were common. Despite its small size and relatively low cost, the Bull Tractor had significant stability issues. The single front wheel struggled on uneven terrain, and the machine often experienced mechanical wear over time, limiting its longevity. However, in an era when many farmers were still hesitant to move away from draft animals, the bull tractor offered a practical alternative by introducing mechanized power in a manageable, affordable package. While not without its flaws, the bull tractor stood out as an early attempt to replace horses with machines, marking an important step in the transition to modern farming. Its innovation and uniqueness continue to make it a memorable piece of agricultural history. Number 12. The Moline Universal. The Moline Universal D was a multi-purpose machine with a bizarrely unique frame design. The tractor's rear wheels were connected to a frame that housed the operator's seat at the back. This odd configuration made for a rather awkward maneuvering experience, but it did offer farmers a creative way to use various implements without constantly reconfiguring the machine. Despite the awkward driving position, the Moline Universal D was a forward-thinking machine in its time, designed to reduce the turning radius and allow easy switching of attachments. Unfortunately, the complex design led to its downfall, as simpler and more effective tractors eventually took its place. Number 11. The Roomley Oil Pull. The Roomley Oil Pull, introduced by the Advanced Roomley Company, was a groundbreaking early tractor that used kerosene as fuel instead of gasoline. Powered by a unique low RPM engine, the oil pull was designed to run on lower-grade fuels, making it a more economical choice in areas where gasoline was either expensive or hard to come by. This fuel flexibility made the Roomley oil pull a practical solution for many farmers during its time. The tractor had a rugged, industrial appearance, with steel wheels and a cast-iron frame, making it look more like a piece of heavy machinery than a traditional farm tractor. Despite its bulky design, the oil pull was capable of handling tasks like plowing and hauling, making it useful for larger-scale operations. However, as fuel technology advanced and competition increased, the Roomley oil pull gradually faded from the scene. Still, it remains an important symbol of early mechanized farming and a testament to the innovative spirit of the time. Number 10. The JI Case, 150 horsepower. The JI Case 150 horsepower, introduced in 1905, was a steam-powered behemoth that resembled a locomotive more than a traditional farm tractor. Weighing 14 tons and producing 150 horsepower, this massive machine was capable of hauling large threshing rigs and completing tasks that would have otherwise been monumental efforts for farmers. While the 150 horsepower was an engineering marvel of its time, its sheer size and complex maintenance requirements made it impractical for most farmers. The machine was simply too large and cumbersome to be widely adopted, especially for smaller operations. However, despite its impracticality, the JI Case 150 horsepower remains an important milestone in the history of American tractors, showcasing the early power and potential of steam traction engines. Number 9. The Bait Steel Mule. The Bait Steel Mule, introduced in 1919, was an innovative attempt to replace draft mules with mechanical power. It featured a half-track system on the rear and conventional wheels in the front, creating a compact yet powerful design. The steel mule provided excellent traction, especially during muddy seasons, making it easier for farmers to haul loads across challenging fields. While the steel mule's design offered practical advantages, it came with its own set of challenges. The half-track system required frequent maintenance, and finding replacement parts was difficult, which made it a less reliable option for many farmers. Despite these drawbacks, the Bait Steel Mule remains an interesting piece of early 20th century agricultural machinery, representing the ongoing quest for innovation in farming technology. Number 8. The Ford 6000. The Ford 6000, introduced in the early 1960s, was designed to compete with the larger, more powerful tractors of its era. With its high-horsepower engine and heavy-duty capabilities, it was built to handle demanding farm tasks. However, its design left much to be desired. The long, flat body and awkward proportions made it appear out of place compared to more sleek and compact competitors. In addition to its peculiar look, the Ford 6000 faced mechanical challenges, including engine and transmission issues, which made it less reliable than hoped. These drawbacks ultimately hurt its popularity and limited its success in the market. Despite these problems, the Ford 6000 remains an intriguing chapter in Ford's agricultural history. Though it wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing or mechanically flawless tractor, it earned a place in tractor lore for its ambitious design and its attempt to compete with the more established brands of the time. Number 7. Massey Ferguson 135. The Massey Ferguson 135 is often regarded as a reliable and well-performing tractor, but its appearance has been the subject of criticism. Its compact, boxy design and simple, unassuming features make it look less striking compared to other tractors from the era. Some enthusiasts find its utilitarian aesthetic underwhelming, especially when compared to the more elegant lines of its competitors. Despite this, the Massey Ferguson 135 remains a popular choice for smaller farms due to its efficiency and affordability. While the design may not be everyone's favorite, it certainly delivers in terms of performance and reliability. Number 6. International Harvester 2+2.
288 2+2 tractor.
Introduced in the 1970s, the International Harvester 2+2 tractor featured a radical design with a rear-mounted cab and front-mounted engine. This unorthodox configuration allowed for better visibility and maneuverability, but the tractor's unusual appearance led to mixed opinions. Its long, angular design, with a bulky engine at the front and rear cab, made it appear out of balance compared to traditional tractors. The 2+2 was a significant innovation in tractor design, aimed at improving operational efficiency, but its peculiar look has remained a talking point among tractor enthusiasts and collectors. Number 5. John Deere 5020. The John Deere 5020, produced in the 1960s, was a powerhouse designed for large-scale farms. With its immense size and impressive pulling power, it quickly became an invaluable tool for heavy-duty tasks. However, the 5020's design was often criticized for being overly imposing. Its large frame, oversized tires, and upright engine gave it a bulky, somewhat awkward appearance that was far from sleek or graceful. Despite its lack of aesthetic appeal, the John Deere 5020 proved itself with excellent durability and impressive performance. It may not have won any design awards, but it certainly earned its place in farming history. The 5020's contribution to agriculture remains significant, as its size and power helped shape the development of modern farm machinery. While its design wasn't everyone's favorite, its functionality made it a respected workhorse in the industry. Number 4. The Case 300. The Case 300, introduced in the 1940s, was a revolutionary tractor for its time, offering great power and durability. However, its design left much to be desired. With an odd, boxy appearance and a huge, bulbous front end, the Case 300 looked more like a makeshift construction vehicle than a farm tractor. This unusual design made the tractor stand out, but not always for the right reasons. While the Case 300 was equipped with a powerful engine that could handle tough tasks, its awkward proportions and cumbersome shape made it challenging to maneuver, especially in tighter spaces. Farmers found that its bulk made it less agile compared to other tractors of the time. Despite its mechanical reliability, the Case 300's peculiar design and handling limitations made it a less than ideal choice for many. Nonetheless, it remains a notable example of mid-20th century agricultural machinery, remembered for both its power and its strange appearance. Number 3. The Ford 9. The Ford 9N, introduced in the 1930s, was one of the first mass-produced tractors in America and became a reliable workhorse on farms across the country. However, its design often faced criticism for its simplistic and somewhat unattractive aesthetic. The 9N featured a small, squat body with bulky wheels, which gave it a disproportionate and unrefined appearance. While the design may not have been visually striking, the Ford 9N's practicality and affordability made it an extremely popular choice for farmers. Its reliability, ease of use, and low cost helped it become one of the best-selling tractors of its time. Despite its lackluster look, the 9N earned a lasting place in agricultural history, demonstrating that functionality and affordability could outweigh aesthetic appeal. Number 2. The International Harvester Farmall A. The International Harvester Farmall A, released in 1939, was a versatile and reliable utility tractor known for its compact size and powerful engine. Despite its practical performance, the design left much to be desired. The Farmall A had an awkward stance, with a wide rear axle and a small front end, giving it a somewhat unbalanced look. While the engine was powerful for its size, the tractor's design appeared outdated even at the time of its introduction. Despite these visual shortcomings, the Farmall A gained popularity for its dependability and ability to handle a wide variety of farm tasks with ease. Its strength and versatility made it a valuable asset to many farmers, even though its design was not the most refined. The Farmall A's practicality ultimately outweighed its unpolished appearance, securing its place in agricultural history. Number 1. The Massey Ferguson 35. The Massey Ferguson 35, produced in the 1950s, became a widely used tractor on many farms due to its reliability and durability. However, its design was often criticized for being utilitarian and somewhat awkward. The compact body, topped with a bulky engine, gave the tractor a top-heavy appearance, and its narrow stance added to its unusual look. Many enthusiasts pointed out that the Massey Ferguson 35 lacked the aesthetic appeal of its competitors from the same era, with its flat, boxy contours and heavy construction. Despite its less than appealing design, the Massey Ferguson 35 was a workhorse on smaller farms, providing excellent functionality for a range of tasks. Its practicality and dependable performance allowed it to serve farmers well for many years, earning a place in agricultural history despite its unremarkable appearance. These 20 tractors, while undeniably strange in design and function, each tell a fascinating story of trial and error, ingenuity, and the ever-evolving farming technology of the 20th century. Some might have looked odd, but they represented the spirit of experimentation that ultimately transformed the agricultural industry. Which of these tractors do you think was the most bizarre? Have you ever come across one in person or heard any wild stories about them? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Vintage Harvester for more tractor tales and historical deep dives.